Cervantes, thanks for having us. It's a pleasure to be speaking with you. Can you say hi to people in Puerto Rico?
Hey, thank you so much. I'm so happy that I'm on the program. I'm here in Spain right now. I'm in Barcelona, a very nice city. Okay. It's the best cannabis city in all of Europe, as far as I'm concerned. I've been here 20 years, nice. And I love it here. We have a big movimiento canábico aquí. It's huge. Yeah, and so this is the best place. I used to be in Amsterdam. I moved from Amsterdam to Barcelona when they started the magazine El Cáñamo. Yeah, I grew up in America, a small town in America, in Oregon. And when I was, I don't know, I went to university first in Valencia. And then after that, I moved to Mexico, to Puebla, Mexico. Okay. And yeah, I was there until we had a political problem. We took over the school, and we held it for 5 months, and then we lost. Oh. And then they sent me back to America, to U.S. Yeah.
And you stay there in California after that?
Yeah. And then I also have, now recently I bought a house in California 5 years ago. And I share my time now between California and Spain because there's so much happening in California. It's a very big place.
And can you tell Puerto Rico, why are you so famous in the world?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, a lot of other people say I'm famous. Well, I've sold a lot of books. I've sold many books. I sold more than 1 million books. And I've also, Cultivo de Marihuana Interior, is the one that I started with, and now the new, Marihuana Cultura in Spanish, it's very big. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, and well, it's in English too. Actually, that book is in 7 languages.
7 languages? Whoa.
Yeah, it's in French. We even have it in Russian.
And how hard was it to talk about cannabis before, recreational or medical in California?
Oh man, no, it's been. It's been hell a lot of times. I used to have to wear a disguise. You can see. You have that other book. You can show that other book. Yeah, there's the disguise. I had to wear a disguise.
Why the disguise? Explain to people why the disguise.
No, I mean, I spent. I didn't. It's only been the last 5 years that I have not had a disguise, because I would be arrested. Heck, I was considered a criminal, criminal for years. It was very serious stuff. I mean, I've crossed a lot of borders. I've been all over the world. And you don't want them to know very much about you. It's much better if they don't. Okay. Yeah, now it's different. But yeah, that was the thing about, that's why I moved first I moved to Canada because it was better in Vancouver there. But I just had no end of trouble in America. I mean, I took all the curtains out of my house. Wow. So the police could look in because they come there all the time. Wow. Every time I came back from Europe, they would visit me at my house. It got very old, man. Wow. Wow. And then, I literally hundreds of friends that are in jail or have been in jail. I counted up. I figure over half the people I know have been in jail. No, it's been very difficult, and I've been treated like a criminal many times. I've been at the small room at the border. I know what that's like, But that's, knock on wood, that's over.
and when and where that changes?
Basically, it really didn't change in America. Not until about 6 or 7 years ago. Okay. Even though the cannabis laws changed in America in 1996, it was still, everybody was still getting arrested. There were all kinds of big problems. So even though the laws had changed, it took a long time for people themselves to change. And, like I say, the war on drugs lasted so long, it's still going on.
Correct.
It lasts so long that people were heavily invested in that war, and they mentally believed it. And they knew that they were right, so it was very hard for them to change. Like I talked to a cop, this big guy, I mean, really big guy. And it was, I always had well, he was a big guy. I won't say much about cops, but he said, I said, what's the hardest part for you about this cannabis? We're standing right next to a cannabis plant. And he goes, well, it's a lot more complicated than it used to be. I just can't get my head around it being legal because before I knew the answer, you're going to jail. Now I don't know the answer, you know? And so it's really difficult for him, and I didn't really understand until then, you know, that it's got to be difficult for law enforcement because they had it was like black and white.